what's up? Elfin here at Project S2D. How y'all doing? We are back with more Conjurer, and more lengthy talks and lectures. I much preferred being a wood whaler. It spent a little less time talking about, balance and all that, and more time on stabby, pokey. Anyways, we're back. So, let's see what Brother Isumion wants you to learn about the element of wind. Okay. Let's see, I get a maple cane. It's a choice between armor. Greetings, Elfin. Each time we meet, the part of Conjurer befits you ever better. In your previous lesson, you learned about the element earth. It is my desire that you next become acquainted with wind. Travel to Full Flower Comb in the East Shroud and seek the teachings of here. Something? Though few years have passed since her coming of age, is a conjurer of consummate skill who is able to divine the will of air elementals with uncommon clarity. I can recommend no better tutor for your lessons in the mysteries of wind. Okay, so E-Shroud. More yappies. Lovely! That way. Come, Connie. We must go. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. Or the wind up, anyways. Could be very wrong. I've said in many videos that I horribly butcher these names. That's... Where are you going? Healer. Do this fate while we're here. By the voice, I'd say it's a dude. While it fails, it's hard to tell. Especially when they got that kind of long flowing hair thing going. Oh dear. You must be Elfin. Brother Isumion sent word to expect you. It shall be my pleasure to instruct you in the patterns of gusting gales. Now, how to proceed? Pray forgive my hesitation. It has been but recently that I attended the title of here, and, well, you are my first student. Yes, I believe I have a suitable task. To the east of Sweet Bloom Pier, there is a small spring, giving rise to a pool. Go there and clear the air of the honeybee swarm, which lately took up residence in the area. You seem uncertain. Mayhap you wonder at the connection between my request and the subject of your study. I sympathize with him, but trust me, inexperienced though I may seem, this deed will deepen your understanding of wind. Okay. Whatever you say. Let's go, Cole. We got bees to swat. Ready, Connie? We got sense of hostile presence. Wind, Earth 2, and it's over. Oh, done. Oh, done. Go, Cole. Welcome back. I take it the bees are no more. Yeah, they're pretty much no more. Tell me, did you happen to notice many of the Vilekin's preferred flowers in the vicinity of the spring? I ask because there were none. Strange, then, is it not, that the bee should choose to congregate there? And what has caused this aberrant behavior? Still your mind and reach out with your senses. Can you feel it? The path of wind veers from its natural course, sweeping hapless creatures along its wake. Something is playing havoc with the air currents. Such a disturbance bespeaks corruption. Return to the spring near Sweet Bloom Pier and search for pockets of corrupted air. Should you find one, use the powers of Conjurer to disperse it. Really? Couldn't have just told me that before? Alright. Is that a flower or is that fruit growing? Huh. That is a flower. Sorry, thought it was fruit. But I was wrong. It was a flower. Purple flowers. So now I will have to take down a corrupted air elemental. Proceed. Tainted wind sprite. Let's cast protect on me. Cleric stance. That. Healing to me. Channel your injuries into weapons. sludge. Yeah. Well, poor raw sludge never got to pop off his special move. Well done. The wind will no longer keens its frustration. Let us return to Full Flower. Alright. Off we go. Bothered beekeeper. Go over here. Finish this up. I must apologize for exposing you to such danger. The corruption was greater than I anticipated, but it is through such trials that we flourish as conjurers. Now then, Enofin, what did you learn as you struggle within the air's grasp? You will doubtless have noticed the wind does not strike with the instant crushing force of earth. Instead, it torments one's form, dancing across every surface and leaving 1,000 tiny wounds in its wake. These are the agonies of erosion. Having experienced such pain, you are now intimately acquainted with wind's capacity for patient destruction. No land No land is a stranger to its power. When you stand upon distant skies and feel the wind's familiar course upon your skin, remember the lessons you have learned here this day. I suppose I should be grateful that this latest elemental disturbance manifested itself at such an opportune time, when the gods know what I would have taught you had it not. Yet the growing frequency of such phenomena begins to concern me. While it is true that the calamity brought such harm upon the Twelveswood, I suspect some other force is at work here. I bid you remain weary, Enofin. But enough of these ominous rumblings. I regret to say that your time with me is at an end. Return to Stillglade Fane and inform Brother Usami of your newfound mastery. Oh, and be sure to thank him for sending me such a willing first student. Okay. Nope, not parting. Teleport to Gordania. Oh, this reading. Ugh. Pop a soda. Scratch a couple of dogs. Listen to the crickets outside. Listen to the etheric crystal. Anyways. I also need to do some videos on the Battlefront. What is it? That's what it's called. Nope. Let's see, what is it? Borderlands. Yeah. That's what it is. That guy's got some nice armor. Freaky looking face, but some nice armor though. Okay. And we are back. Let's see. Sort. Yes, yes, hello, fellow conjurers. I'm back. Welcome back, elementals. Inform me that you have opened your ears to the voice of the wind. That is well. Having made allies of 2 elements, you are well on your way along the path of conjuring, though full comprehension of these forces will only come to you in the fullness of time. Be patient as you seek to embrace nature more fully, so will nature hold you more closely. They made you study wind, why bother? You don't need wind to heal things, whatever those dreary lessons tell you. Conjuring is in a bond with nature, Sulfy. That dreary lesson is one you should have learned by now. I assume you, by your presence here, that you have once again abandoned your tutors. You must understand, if you persist in casting spells without proper knowledge, I have all the knowledge I need. My mother never needed to embrace nature to heal, and the people she helped were thankful for her art. I'll learn conjuring the same way she did, and become just as great a conjurer you'll see. But I didn't come here to argue with you, brothers. I wanted to tell you that I've discovered how to cast rays. How? What were you thinking, girl? You know not what you do, what you risk. You are meddling with forces beyond your comprehension. Should you even attempt to use that spell, I will have no recourse but to strip you of the name of Conjurer and banish you from all halls. Do I make myself clear? Why must you be so angry with me? It's not as if I were trying to hurt anyone. But that's, Selfie, my dear child, that is precisely the point. My apologies, infant. I hope you do not find this constant disruptions distracting. As you have just heard, Sulfy's mother was also a conjurer who was unable to use any spells outside of the sphere of healing. Needless to say, Sulfy seeks to emulate her in every way. It is a rare and wondrous talent to heal without relying on the energies of nature, but such power is not born of true conjuring. By all that we know of the art, it should not be possible for Sulfy to cast rays. I shudder to think what would happen if she tried. I fear my inability to set her upon the true path reflects my own failings as a teacher. I am only glad that those same failings have not hindered you, whether it be with my help or in spite of it. I believe you will become a fine conjurer. Already you are blessed with great power, and more shall be yours should your perseverance with your art, as indeed I hope you shall. Yet, however much you grow, however powerful you become, remember that ours is a power borrowed, not taken. Yeah, I'll take that. Boy. What's next? Fluid Aura deals water damage with the potency of 150. Additional effect, a 15 Yalm knockback and bind. I finally get to learn a new skill. Okay. Wants you to learn about the element of water. Let's do it. It is good to see you again, Infant. By the aura you exude, it is plain you have grown further as a conjurer. The time has come that you acquaint yourself with the third element of our art, water. For the first part of your lesson, you are to take this flask of pristine water and pour it at the foot of the hedge tree found near Hawthorne Hut. The water's purity will draw forth the corrupting entity that is siphoning the tree's life force. Dispatch this being and then speak with Brother Joaquin, I guess, at the Hawthorne Hut. As you might expect, he is a conjurer with a fine ear for the murmurings of brook and stream. Listen well to his advice if you would learn to master the element of water. Okay, so back to Hawthorne Hut. So I can learn a watery knockback. This way. Oh, there it is. There it be. The 9 lives, I guess. Water spirit. Okay, so that is worth 2. So we're gonna take a bit more of it. And down you go. Pouring the pristine water onto the blah 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 blah. Alright. Did all that. Now we... Brother Joachim, who I'm guessing is inside the hut. Oh, there he is. Greetings, Elfin. Brother Usumi informed me of your coming. I assume it was you who purified the befouled water at the hedge tree. The joyous babbling of the elementals was a pleasure to hear. On behalf of both them and myself, I thank you. Now, without further ado, let us speak of which Brother Usumi sent you here to learn. I trust you did not find it strange to be asked to tend to a tree when your lesson this day concerns the element of water. One need not have studied botany to realize that the forest requires more than rich soil to flourish. Water is essential for carrying the nutrients in the earth from the tree's roots all the way to the very tips of its leaves. This precious liquid is the lifeblood of the Twelveswood. Without it, naught would grow, but should it rise into great a volume and too swiftly, the nourishing flow will become a crushing wave that washes away all before it. It is important to realize that all of nature is in balance. As Conjurer derives its power from nature, we must take care not to use our art in a manner like to disrupt this state. Ever must we be mindful of the ceaseless tug of war embodied in creation, this fruitful stalemate of an element. Brother Joachim, are you about? I am here, sir. What has transpired? I heard of young antelope stags has gone berserk. I don't know what's gotten so panicked. There's no calm in them now. The mad beast scored the soldiers sent to shepherd them away from civilian settlements, leaving us with a pile of wounded over in Jocelyn Spire, and not enough hands to stitch the bleeding. We need a healer, and fast. Curious, I sense nothing amiss in the whisperings of the elements. What could have frightened these antelopes so? Apologies. I shall revisit these musings anon. Let us make haste. If matters are as chaotic as you say, I fear the number of injured may be rising as we speak. I doubt that we too will suffice. We must divide our forces. Elephant, travel straight away to Jocelyn Spire and tend to the wounded. I shall endeavor to rally further healers. Follow after you, bearing what restorative urgence I can. You, sir, head to Stillglade Fane and beseech the aid of Brother Usumi. Ooh. Nice. My stuff is sailing. That is good to see. Okay. Oop. So it's just right out there. Oh, sweet. Alright. I'm glad to see my stuff sail. Alright. Is it up, down, left, right? I guess it's inside. Are we inside? Yes. Yes, we are. Who are a conjurer, you say? Praise Nofika. You've come not a moment too soon. Sounds like yet more wounded have just been carried in. Pray offer them what aid you can. Yes, I can breathe again. Thank you. These flock are out of danger for the present, but I fear our reprieve shall be brief. Bleh. The battle with the stags yet rages, and there are reports of yet more wounded. I bid you join the wood whalers and help put an end to this. Seek them just off the road that leads to the northeast. And do not worry, my art should be sufficient to prevent matters from worsening here. Now go. Okay. So, where are we going? Ow. Come to lend a hand, have you quickly. The fight is this way. Proceed. Wow, these guys suck. They're getting their butts kicked. Conjurer, your aid. I'd say. if I'm doing this right, but I'm healing them up. Well, it's rather nice of the water sprites to come to me since this guy needs. Okay. I guess I just had to keep him healed. Cough, wheeze. Miss? I'm fine, don't mind me. Pray tell me that we are not too late. Sophie, what have you done? I forbid you from using such methods. Guildmaster, I will not see you repeat your mother's mistakes. My mother never did anything wrong. Well, you certainly have a way with kids. Millicent, may I ask that you follow her, please? I fear my presence will only serve to provoke her further. She cannot have gone far in her weakened state. Yeah, you don't have a very good way with kids. You shouldn't be talking like that. Especially about their parents, even if she did make a mistake. You're right there, sweetie. I don't understand. When I try to cast spells, nothing happens. When I reach for my power, there's just nothing here. Is this what the Guildmaster was trying to warn me about? He said I was repeating my mother's mistakes. The same thing happened to her, losing her magic, I mean. And then she... Am I going to die? This can't be happening. I don't think... Please, I need to be alone. I don't know if we should actually leave her alone, but off we go. Yeah, leaving that girl like that's not a good thing. Something bad gonna happen. Something really bad gonna happen. What am I doing? I'm being dumb. Let's see. I need the Conjurers again. I'm here. return, brother. Usumi on. Nofin, you have returned at last. Were you able to speak with Sophie? I see. I once taught you that conjurers harness the power of nature that we might bring about change. Earth, wind, water, healing. The principle is no different. For the art of mending, we draw on the boundless life force of nature and bestow it upon the wounded. Sophie has never sought to borrow from that bounty. Her power to heal stems from her own life force. The vital energies of mortals are, however, finite. And now that which I most feared has come to pass. Her mother unwittingly took her own life through the continued use of her healing skills. And Sophie's aptitude for the art is, if anything, even greater. Thus, it is not unexpected that she should reach the limits of her strength at such an early age. If we do not intervene, this terrible tragedy will be repeated, and I, for one, could not bear to see the child suffer the same fate as her mother. I shall think of a solution to this dark dilemma. It may be that I will have need of your assistance in the near future, Enofin. Do not doubt your abilities. You are a conjurer who has passed the trials of earth, wind, and water. You grow closer to nature with every passing day. I sense within you seeds of greatness. In your encounter with water, you learned its role as a bringer of life, but you also felt the implacable power of a surging wave as it swept you along in its path. Like earth and wind and nature at large, the element of water is possessed of more than one aspect. Having completed the third lesson, I am satisfied that you have mastered the fundamentals of conjuring. In recognition of this feat, the spell Fluid Aura is now yours to command. This is but the beginning of your journey. Henceforth, you must strive to attune yourself ever more closely to the elements and to nature. I will grab that and complete. Sweet. Ooh, excuse me. Sweet. Well, this was quite a bit longer than I expected it would be, but all the same, I got a new skill at least. So anyways, gals and ghouls, I'm going to leave it there. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and all that if you like the video. And until then, gals and ghouls, I will see you all in the next video.